Woo!
That nigga put the wave Illuminati on me.
Surprise, surprise. Hey, surprise, surprise.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? We on live. What's up, y'all? We out here tonight, baby.
Boy, who the fuck is you?
You are now watching ES After Dark on Drip Row Radio.
Bang! Big retro cake. Okay? Oil's on lock. Butter's on lock. I got it in the back right now. Can't nobody hold me down like Nova Naturals.
Time is ticking, nigga. Tick fucking tock, nigga.
That's the big #1 strap. Kato has opened the gates. The gates are open.
I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
Now, say my name.
Kato! Kato!
In the community, you're like, you know what? I would like to meet them in person.
I would like to meet Kato.
Like some vape, something sip, something testing, one to it. This thing going chat. What up? Chime in. Brett pulled up first place. What's up? I see you. I see the wait is also over. Wolfpack. Hey, yo, y'all. Hey, Wolfpack, I don't want to see no dice tonight. Hey, Wolfpack. Hey, put the dice away, Wolfpack. I ain't going to hold y'all. I'm not going to do this shit with y'all tonight, chat. Peace, love, and waves. My boy Kareem, pull up. Hey, look, we just trying to make America wavers again. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all, chat. Pull up. Let's go. We after dark.
Money related Jay, Juan and Carlos.
Like, nigga, what?
Oh, your mouth be wet. Your mouth be wet? Come on, wet mouth. Let me wet my whistle.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Hey, yo, shout out in the chat. Who seen Foxy pull up on the fucking boards today? Who seen that, chat? Let's start there.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
Shout out to Foxy. She's out here foxying. Let's go, Foxy. I see what you doing out here in these wavy streets, and I approve. That's all I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all do your thing. Let's go, pull up. Ladies and gents, Facebook, YouTube, boys and girls, welcome to ES After Dark, where we talk everything wave related in the past week. I'm your host, Kato540. Hey, what up, y'all? Check this shit out. We talking wavy activity. Oh, bet to believe. Shout out to Foxy. Shout out to Foxy. I know she had them eyes. She had motherfuckers looking. And y'all already know what I'm doing behind these boards, boy.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
I was close. That's all I'm going to say, Foxy. That's all I'm going to say. I saw them thighs. I said, I'm close, Foxy. Don't do this to me. I'm on the clock right now. Don't do this to me. But check this out, guys. We After Dark. We keeping it clean tonight. We keeping it clean. I don't want to get demonetized by you. I don't want to think we talking about that other stuff out here. We just chilling. We just vibing. We just see some of them things was out on the block. That's y'all. Them things was out on the block, chat. I ain't gonna lie. If you missed it, go to ES. You see what I'm talking about. Walk slowly, though. Don't walk too fast. Just walk slowly and don't be too loud in them comments. We still on post approval, chat. I'm trying to keep it clean. We still on post approval. And just to let y'all know, we passed another milestone. We passed 1180. And this week, I don't know, something in the force was moving. We one more subscriber away from hitting 1190, chat. So by all means, if you ain't subscribe to the channel, hit the subscribe, and better yet, this is easy for y'all. Just to hit the like, all you gotta do is hit the X on the chat, right? Close out the chat, just tap the like real fast and then jump right back in the chat and you're active. This is what we talking about. Dion, what's good? I see you. That's all y'all gotta do for me, chat, because guess what? Last week when y'all did that, we started seeing some residuals on the likes. YouTube is starting to see us do some momentum out here. And they starting to like the momentum. So when you hit the like, we get some momentum. So again, hit the X on the chat. Lead a chat, hit the like, then you could jump right back in the chat. I wish, with all due respect, I wish Facebook and YouTube, made it easier for y'all to hit the like while you in the chat. I don't like the fact that you gotta lead a chat just to hit the like. I don't like that. YouTube, fix it. Lishlord, what's good? I see you. Hey, Lishlord. Hey, Wolfpack. I know y'all in these comments. I know y'all in these chats. I know y'all in here howling. Put those dice away. And you know I got the rep surefire. Hey, look, I saw the date be released, Brett. I said, look, we celebrating tonight. The wait is over. And we're going to talk about that when we get into the announcements. But we also going to talk about something even more exciting. I know some of y'all been looking for, but we're talking competitive tonight. We talking MLW. We talking Wave of Thrones 8. We got everything in the books. We're going to talk Wave of Thrones 8. We also going to talk Torino. And we definitely going to talk end of the year because you know we in December. So in December at the end of the year, we do our top 10 kill shots, top 10 members, top 10 teams. We're going to talk about that and more because we definitely going to get more into that once we go around the crown tomorrow night. Because I got to talk to the panel. I got to see what they talking about, looking at the teams. Who's up in the rankings? Who's down in the rankings? Whose stock is up? Whose stock is down? Reese, talk to him. Hey, I'm going to keep it a buck. Reese, the stock is up. Reese has a waiver. Reese taking over the banner the way she did. Top 5 Reese. What we doing? Let's talk top 5 Reese for a second. Let's just talk top 5 Reese for a second. Yeah, I thought she was bullshitting when she pulled up looking for a spot a few months ago. They thought you was bullshitting, Reese. And then they saw you wasn't bullshitting. Once you defended your spot, then moved up in the rankings, they said, hey, yo, 5, that's my seat. Get up out of there. Now we talking top 5 Reese. I think they taking you serious now. Give or take. I think they're going to take you serious now. They laughed at Reese, chat. They was laughing. They said, oh, Reese, you so funny. They hit me in my DMs. Hey, can I get that call out that Reese called? I don't think she was serious about that. I said, bro, she sent the 4, bro. I said, bro, what you mean? You thought she was trolling, bro? No, she sent the 4, bro. That spot is took, bro. So, look, maybe they'll start to take you serious now. If they ain't see it enough, they got to pull up top 5 Reese. 3-0 on the banner right now. The toughest banner to get some motion on. Shout out to Reese. They ain't want to believe it, but look, you see it here going in the end of the year. Going into 2025, you didn't have that on your bingo card. You didn't hit a lick. But we're going to talk about that and more. We definitely going to talk about some Torino activity. But in the meantime, let's get into these announcements. Let's get into this ML dub because I know we got some things to talk about with this ML dub. Let's go. All right, so y'all seen the rag. Y'all seen the rags going up. You seen the announcement. Trell put out the announcement. He said, hey, look, guys, we got this thing going. We got 150 almost out. We're running low. We still got some new colorways loading. So shout out to the ones that got the colorways loading. Shout out to the ones that got their hands on these. 150. I told y'all, Ayo Wolfpack, I told y'all, if you make a viable product, the people will flock to the viable product and they will buy. They will cop. And as you can see, things are moving out the gate. Shout out to the Wolfpack doing the damn thing. The colorways, new colorways loading. And by the way, for the ones that missed it, just I got to say again for the ones that's getting in here late, if you miss Foxy that pulled up with the Jamaican attire on, with the Jamaican clap.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
It's sexy. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm going to just say one word. It's sexy. Just pull up. Shout out to Ia. Shout out to Foxy for showing some love on the pages. I see you out there. Again, guys, if you go to the site, just look. Walk slowly. Don't walk too fast. Don't walk too fast. Foxy showed out now. That's all I'm going to say. She usually don't do that. She was in rare form, so it's only right that we all be in rare form tonight. No crashing out. No crashing out necessary. Foxy made everything calm down, but shout out to the Wolf Pack doing the damn thing with the rags, and the new colorways are loading. And for the ones that miss it on the page, I don't know if you've seen it on the page, but I seen a new date. I seen that the wait is over. December 13th, if I'm not mistaken. The brush people's been waiting for. They said, is the brush here? Brett showed up. The brushes is here. The wait is over. December 13th. You can get orders in now. I'm not sure if you can get orders in now. Brett, let them know in the chat if they can get orders in right here, right now. But the wait is over. December 13th. The brushes. The brush y'all been looking for. Surefire Youth. Y'all already know what it's talking about. The brush is here. The porcupine quills. No pre-orders. Story checks out. There's no pre-orders. Just wait for that 13th. Circle that date, December 13th. Right before Crummer, you want to pull up, get your brush. And it's just in time for Crummer. The Wolf Whisperer is here, December 13th. Again, circle that on your date. Because I'm feeling like now I'm looking at these brushes. I'm looking at how everything lines up with the stars. These brush drops is literally almost like sneaker drops. We might have to get a whole app in a second. We might need to get an app, right? Where you see the brushes dropping and then you get your pre-order in like that. And if you get the drop, you get the drop. This shit is getting like kicks at this point because you don't want to miss out on these drops. Because once they go, who knows when they're going to come back. The order going to get sold out. And I know we looking at a good product, chat. Just like we looking at a fresh pair of J's. This is what these brush drops are starting to look like. So shout out to Surefire You. Shout out to the other businesses out here rocking. And you already know we still waiting. We waiting. And I might have word. I don't want to leak too much. But we might have a BK drop coming soon. Now I know everybody was like, I thought BK was done. No, not so fast. He just took a little hiatus. But be on the lookout. Don't be surprised. We see another BK drop that's about to hit the block, and I can't leak too much details about it. I can't put too much out there about it, but just keep your eyes open. Keep the credit card ready as well. All right, you already know it's going down. BC Wavy Weekend, Houston, Texas. For the ones that's in Houston, you already know Houston, Texas, stand up. The Houston natives, the Texas natives. Y'all know y'all got to pull up to this. March 21st to the 23rd next year. And that, you going to blink, we going to be at that time. A community family link up. Y'all see it's a 3-day weekend event. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you can see vendor night. Friday, the vendors is going to be out to play. Saturday is going to be a red table talk. We're going to have the Wavy Wives on deck. Wavy Wives are going to pull up. They're going to do the damn thing. And then Sunday, we're going to break bread and say goodbye. Now, shout out to CC and Nicole. On top of that, they've had some unfortunate situation go on while they was running the Wave of Thrones. They had a flood during the flood. For the ones that didn't see, go to ES. Cito made a post. The Brush Connections Cash App is going to be $ Brush Connections. Give what you can. Like Cito said, we got over 100K in there. There's no way we can't pull up. Show our love for Nick Cole, CC. Once I get off this thing, I'm going to be on my Cash App and I'm sending love. That's all I'm going to say. So I advise y'all to do the same thing. And the address is $ Brush Connections, all one word. Hit the Cash App up. Send something, 5, 10, 20. Don't matter. Send something. Send your love along with the comments. This is the community. Let's hold it down because this thing is still live. Just for the ones that don't know, this event is still going down. There's no slowing this thing down. This event is still a full go. Shout out to BC. Shout out to the BC Wavy Weekend event runners along with them. N2's in there and everybody else that's involved in this thing. Shout out to y'all. This thing's going to be up. All right, we got some birthdays. Let me double check. I seen we got some notable birthdays that pulled up. I see we got C. Woods had a birthday. Who else had a birthday? Let me double check. C. Woods, birthday, locked in. I think MRJ had a birthday. Locked in. Shout out to MRJ and shout out to my boy Blue. Happy birthday. I seen Blue had a birthday.
You're my boy, Blue.
Shout out to Blue. Shout out to everybody else that had a birthday. And if you got a birthday coming up, best believe we're going to show y'all some love. Pull up after dark, just like we do week in, week out. You made it to another one. Now, let's get down to the competitive because this is what I like to talk about, chat. I love chopping it up with y'all every week, every weekend, talking about Wave of Thrones. Now, y'all see the talent and how the talent's laid out. Now, this is the biggest event of the year by far. It is now in the books. And when the smoke clear, y'all saw the live update. Y'all saw the live reactions. Y'all saw when the house assignments was put up. Y'all saw when everything was laid out. Y'all seen round 1. Y'all seen round 2. Now, minus the round 1s and the round 2s, there was maybe, I would say, 1 or 2 upsets in there. But across the board, all the waivers did exactly what they needed to do. However, at the end of the day, nor the beginning of the day, we have a grand champ. Y'all show y'all love. I want to see some flowers. I want to see some roses in the motherfucking comments right now because I know she's not here right now, but when she watched this back, I need y'all to throw some roses in the comments. I need y'all to spam the rose emoji in the comments. Show y'all love for Cito Corleone. Wave of Thrones 8 Grand Champ. And we got to continue to show love because y'all already know if I could say so myself, I'm gonna let Jeezy let y'all know what's good.
Big retro cake. Okay? Oil's on lock. Butter's on lock. I got it in the back right now. Can't nobody hold me down like Nova Naturals.
Big 12 rounds. And this is what I'm talking about with 12 rounds. They always got something cooking up. They always cooking up, chat. Shout out to Cito. You did another one. And this was one of her goals. She said, look, I want to be number 1 on the banner. Check. I want to try to hold that down as long as I can. Double check. I would love to be in that Hall of Fame. I think it's my time. Check again. Now I got one more thing that's looming. I need to see what's good with this Wave of Thrones. It's been very evasive. Wave of Thrones been very evasive. Now they only got 2 more Wave of Thrones. They got Wave of Thrones 9, Wave of Thrones 10. Wave of Thrones 10 is going to be the last one. They're hanging up this event after 10. And for the ones that's looking to be great and looking for greatness, this might be the time for you to start brushing. I see a few people that's coming up now. By the time this same time next year, I could see a few of these waivers in the lineup, in the house assignment. Who knows? They may knock off the current champ. We don't know. But I do know the talent will be there by the time we pull up 2025, Waiver Thrones 9. It's going to be crazy. An event is going to be star-studded as it is every year. Shout out to CC and Nick Cole. Shout out to BC. And more importantly, shout out to the Waiver Thrones 8 champ, Cito Corleone. All right, now let's get to Torino business. We on Torino activity is very important. Shout out to Marv the Wavester. He locked that in. I got a package I got to send for you for winning the do-rag giveaway. So many ways do-rag giveaway. I still got your details. I'm going to send that out. Shout out to Marv. You made progress. You did the damn thing. Regardless of what happened out here in these wavy streets, you got the damn thing done in the month of November. Now, chat, there's been a lot of activity. I tried to segue on this last week, and I knew I was going to have to spin the block on this week. There's been a lot of activity that went on. Now, people were talking about battles. People were talking about campaigns. People were talking about the Torino Challenge and the Torino Wave King leaning more in a campaign direction. That's what people might be wanting to see. Now, times change because once upon a time, we used to heavily lean on campaigns. And then some people wanted to make a change on that. They wanted to lean on campaigns and battles, maybe putting more weight on the battles. But then people started to get upset with that. They said, hey, look, people are starting to take advantage of that system. People are starting to take some off on the campaign and they're starting to lean more heavily on the battles. We got to do something about that. I think it's taking some of the luster out of Torino Wave King when you take away from the campaign. Again, it's only a 30-day campaign. So with the 30-day campaign, people feel like that, you should have a little bit more sauce on that campaign since it's only 30 days. And after the smoke was clear, Coach got it done. Coach got it done. Love him or hate him, Coach got it done. And again, the process that it had to go through, we looked at campaigns. We looked at the polls of the campaigns. And then looking at the battle, even though one person, community votes, showed up the vote, we had to do the damn thing. We had to get a lock in. If you're asking right now, it's definitely too late. That's what I will say. If you're asking right now on the 7th, you might have to wait till January, my boy. We had people pull up on the 1st and the 2nd. I'm going to double check on their campaign because, folks, new guidelines are in the making right now. And tonight, I'm going to give y'all a small sample of what the new guidelines is going to look like. We got some new guidelines coming up for 2025. We got new guidelines. One, we're going to separate what's it like to get in the competition at the beginning of the month. We're going to set the parameters for that. People were a little bit confused on the parameters. People was a little bit misconstrued on when to get in, what to do, how to post. I got you. Now, this is fresh. Y'all seeing this right now. I'm going to send this up to the panel. We may have to edit this, but what I got right now on the board, I like so far. So at the beginning of each month, competitors will have a chance for a shot at the crown. The criteria is listed below, as you can see. Competitors must post a minimum of 8 posts per month, displaying their overall wave knowledge. So for the ones that don't know, Torino, we're going to set the parameters. What would I have to do? How much would I have to post in a month to get to the end to give myself a chance for the shot at the crown. I would say 8 posts. And this will help you map your whole strategy out. If you know you got 8 posts, you got 4 weeks in a month. That's potentially 2 posts per week. And you jump in. You map it out. And then you jump in. And then you say, I'm going to get it done. I got my 8 posts. I got my ducks lined up. And I'm going to shoot on the first of the month. We're going to go in. Now, your first post must be posted within the first 48 hours of each month in order to be eligible to run for that month. Your first post, now again, your very first post must use the hashtag first48 in order for your name to be added to the hat. This is how we're going to see. We're going to look up in the search bar. When I go to the search bar, I'm going to type hashtag first48. Now in that, I should see everybody that's pulling up during the first, during the second of each month. And I should see your opening on how you're going to launch your campaign. For the next 4 weeks, this is what I got planned for y'all. This is how I'm going to lay the lines out for y'all. We're going to talk wave knowledge. We're going to talk battles. We're going to talk overall wave knowledge. January will be the 100th. So if you're running in January, you will be running for Crown 100. Speaking of which, we at episode 99 of After Dark. So next week, we're going to be looking at episode 100 of episodes for After Dark. So we actually in the right direction for where we need to go with this thing. So again, lock in the first of each month, the first 48 hours. That's the time limit. No exceptions. You got the first day and the second day to get in. And remember, your first post must use the hashtag first48. And from there, your other following posts for your campaign, you must use a hashtag TWK, or for the ladies, TWQ, attached to each post related to your content. Now, check this out. We're not going to be getting cute with the hashtags. I don't need y'all to do Demon Torino. I don't need the month Torino. I need TWK or TWQ. That's it. See, this is where we can find everybody's campaign, because that gets confusing to the people that want to go back, hit the search bar, look at campaigns. They need to see everybody's campaign. So in order to see everybody's campaign, they need to see hashtag TWK. They drop that in the search bar. They hit most recent. Most recent is going to get them right where they need to be. See all the campaigns. So by the time the polls open up, they can make the vote. Now we threw a curveball in this. The last 2 days of each month will end with a 4-way battle and a voting poll that y'all normally see. Now check this out, chat. Normally, we would do the poll first, and then we would have y'all vote on the polls, and then we would follow up with the battle. Going into 2025, we're going to pivot. This time, we're going to run the battles first. We're going to run the battle first, and then on the very last day, we're going to start the poll up, and we're going to let the community vote on the poll. Now, also in the past, we had the battle way more. We had about a 60-40 split on the battle holding more weight. We're going to pivot. We're going to make a shift. Going into 2025, the campaigns will hold more weight regardless of what happens in the battles. Chat, I need y'all to lock in with this one. Regardless what happens in the battles, the campaigns will hold more weight. As you can see, we're going to run the battle first. Then on the very last day, we're going to open up the polls and we're going to let people run it up, let people vote. That's going to decide the crown. Be very clear, the campaigns will heavily outweigh the battle moving forward. Now we're not going to apply that to December. We're going to let this year rock out. We're going to still do the battle. We're going to still do the polls, but the battle will weigh more in this very last month. Once we get to January, new rules will be applied. Now, again, this may change. I got to send this to the panel. I got to let the panel look at it. I got to let them add some input. We got to listen what they got to say about the input. We're going to add input. We're going to edit it. And then we're going to see and we're going to roll it out. But this is going to the panel first, and then we're going to decide. Oh, now we're going to see if y'all know what y'all talking about. Yeah, now we're going to see some creativity. This is what we're looking for. There's no way that y'all can't pull off creativity. You got 4 weeks. You got 8 posts to put in that 4 weeks. You can put that together however you want. You got to strategize it. You might even start your opening like this. All right, look, y'all, every Saturday and Sunday for the next 4 weeks, I'm going to show up and do my thing. What is that going to tell your competition? Saturday and Sunday is going to be locked in. All right, let me go Monday, Tuesday. If there's 3 people running, they say, all right, Saturday, Sunday locked in, Monday, Tuesday locked in. Let me pull up Wednesday and Thursday. And what you start to see happening is you start to see damn near every day. It could be a campaign post. There could be creativity out on the boards. And now we getting a chance to look at campaigns. Now we get to see what the waivers are going to come up with. Do the damn thing. Thank you. 100 Torino Wave King loaded. That's what we're talking about. Now, there may be some other campaigners. They might have some plans for this. But just to let y'all know, chat, we're going to heavily lean on campaigns regardless of what happens in the battles. I need y'all to be very clear on that. But we're going to lock this in. I like where we're going with this direction. 2025, this is going to be the new direction for Torino Wave King. For the Torino Wave Queen, same thing apply. We're going to drop these rules. We're going to lock this in. Once I get done with the panel, they're going to be the last checks and balance on this. Once I get the green light from the panel, we're going live with this on the page and then let the best waiver win. All right, we at ML Dub. Now, I know for the ones that seen the match, we're talking ML Dub. Let me double check my schedule. I know we had some games go down today. The affiliates lost to WTBD 3-0. And we had another game. We had Imperial. They had a loss to TWM 3-0. Now, I know there was something that mishap with that, but I think somebody else can explain that better than I can, so I'm going to let them explain that.
You ain't got nothing. It is what it is. But yeah, we only got one battle. It's supposed to be WTBD affiliates, Imperial versus TWM. But there was an infraction that came up, and I got the call from the council. From the commission, saying that Imperial will have to forfeit this game. Detrimental.
What happened?
Detrimental. Apparently, there is in the rules, it says that captains can only hand in collages. And there was a warning that was given that a certain person was a warning was given that only the captain was allowed to, it happened once, so it happened again. Okay. So, they felt as though we're not gonna play, let's not play around like that. So cool. So, it is what it is. They still at the number 6 spot. Supreme has to win.
Who they play?
Supreme, the last
Cartel?
game of the season. Nah, I think they play.
I want to say they play Cartel.
No, they played them belt to ass boys last game of the season.
No, they're not winning. No, it's over. Oh, well, hey,
Depends on how Dripset want to play it. They already secured the number 1 seed already. They got the number 1 seed already.
Yeah, but Wave of Thrones is over now, so.
Game of Thrones is over. So, they got the number 1 seed. They may feel like, you got a little bit of time before, Wave Team Championship. So why not? Like, it's nothing for them right now. Like, that loss meant nothing to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it is what it is.
It meant something to B Web.
And missed something. The Webb.
Yeah.
Webb hit me.
So,
Yeah. That's what I was
he
saying.
on cloud 9.
That's
He
what I
hit
was
me
saying.
up.
That's what I was saying, chat.
Easy.
B Webb was popping
Just wanna
bottles.
say, it feels good to do what no other team could do. Think about it. Every team out there, y'all should feel disgusting.
All right, chat. Check this out, chat. Now, check this out. Imperial, they had to back out. They couldn't get the game going. Now, this technically kind of took some momentum out of the drip set win because y'all follow up the very next week and y'all have a forfeit against TWM again, which is probably a team that y'all probably could have got some smoke with, but you possibly could have got the win knowing the momentum after facing drip set. You got to do something with that momentum. So being at the fact that y'all couldn't even finish that battle and you kind of really canceled that dub out versus drip set by forfeiting the very next month. I don't know. It just took a little bit steam out the sails with what y'all had going with that. But looking at the schedule right now, chat, check this out. We're looking at the standings. Now, like you heard him say, the next match, drip set versus the Wave Cartel. Now, this is huge. Because like I told y'all, drip set's at 11-1. The Cartel, 10-2. Now, if the Cartel gets the win next week, there may be a tie for first place. Just know a tie for first place is on the line right now going into next week. Now, we don't know how Dripset's going to show up. We know they're going to do the damn thing. Like Banks said, they already got a lock in for the top seed going into the playoffs. However, if the Cartel gets a win and they go and Dripset goes to 10-2 or 11-2 as well, they'll be 11-2. It's going to be a whole tie for first place. And I told y'all that Cartel was pretty good. Now, I know somebody might have their opinions on certain players on the Cartel. I hear Demo's name coming up about how he has to step up. Demo got it. Demo's loading. You see Demo pulled up. He lost his spot. He came back the following month, got his spot back. He's looking a lot more ready going into the games that we talking about that's going to count. Demo's loading. Don't worry about that. My parlay on Demo is actually doing some numbers right now. So I'm not worrying about that part. I'm worrying about the lineup for Dripset and how they going to apply pressure after that last loss to Imperial. I got to see what that's looking like. If I see the lineup, we move everything forward. I know they know what they're doing, but it's big implications on the line. If they lose the game next week, first place is on the line. And we don't know how that's going to lock in for the playoffs, but first place is on the line. And we got to see how that maps out. Now, another thing that I'm looking at, affiliates, 6 and 7. I'm saying if they get maybe 1 or 2 more losses moving forward, they might potentially be looking outside when the playoffs start. This is just me looking at the numbers. They only 2 wins outside that loss column to look. If they lose the next 2 games, chat, and another team under that might win 2 games, they might be looking from the outside when we talk playoffs. I don't know. I'm not double checking on the schedule, but I just saw that their record sits at 6 and 7 now. They're under 500. And I see 2 other teams under 500 that they starting to make a strong push right now. Imperial's 2 games behind. They're supposed to use that momentum because look what's at stake. Imperial. I'm going to say this loud and clear so y'all can hear me even in the back. There's still potential that y'all can make it to the playoffs. Now, I don't know if that means anything to y'all. I honestly don't know if that means anything to y'all. Supreme. There's still a potential for y'all to make it to the playoffs. I'm looking at the numbers right here. There's a chance. You see the numbers? I think there's a chance that Supreme or Imperial could possibly make it to the playoffs. So we're going to watch this. We're going to watch everything until then. And this is what the activity's been looking like, chat. This is what y'all was looking like in the comments. In the comments, I hear people talking about bias. I hear people talking about who's voting, who's judging. I hear people talking. I just hear y'all talking. J Forum, what's good? I hear y'all talking in chat. Like, look, I like what the judges are doing. I like how Jeezy is being very critical on how he's voting. I was talking to somebody last week. I was saying, I know for a fact that Jeezy knows what he's doing, and he's going to look at these things very critical. Now, Banks, on the other hand, I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to hold you, Banks. Like, look, I heard one of those takes you had, and believe me, with all due respect,
Sit down, Banks.
I don't know. But I heard him say they're going to clean up the judging. They're going to get some better judging. But right now, you in good hands with Jeezy. I think Jeezy actually mapping things through, walking people through it. Somebody commented last week on one of my videos. It was like, hey, look, I think some of the OGs need to pull up and help teach some of the young guys and some of the young G's how to vote. Listen to voters like Jeezy. Trust me, he's going to tell you how to approach looking at the crown, looking at the connects, how important the connects are, why the connects are important. And just pay attention. Just take notes. When you see Jeezy voting on these things, take notes and see how he actually observes a battle. See how he zooms in. Take a look at everything. Crown, forks in the crown, flow. Just look at how critical he look at other battles. You'll be in a good place learning from OGs like that and other OGs in the community that talk the same way. They're going to analyze it. They're going to get petty. And it might seem petty, but that's just being critical. I don't want to see your crown cropped out. If I see your crown cropped out, I'm going to hold that against you. If I see you trying to hide by cropping your waves out on certain images, I'm going to catch you. I'm going to hold that against you. Now, if all the voters voted like that, I think we would have a cleanup in that area watching people crop shit out. But that's just an example of how voters that critically look at battles, how they run the votes up, how they voted. And I like that direction they're going in. I'm sure we're going to have some voters pull up. They're going to be going live. Moving forward, going into the playoffs, everything's going to be live. So if you got any input, jump in the chat. Lay your input out. They'll be listening. They got you. They're going to have some intel. And I think we're going to have a nice playoff run and a nice championship going into next year. All right, guys, we at Legacy Court. Now, we got about 4 days before the polls open up. I'm working on the frames. Frames are looking dope. I'm working on the next season. Winter season is about to be fire. Now, in 4 days, right, we're going to open up everything. We're going to open up the polls. We're going to start out with Young Gunna, of course, and then we're going to follow up with the rookie. Now, the rookie campaign. Y'all seen what's been going down with the rookie campaign because, as you know, what's on the line right now. Let's talk about what's on the line. We're talking about the Rookie of the Year. We got the top 4 rookies this year that got a rookie title to their name already, locked in. We're going to lock in our final rookie this season. And once we get that done, we're going to have a 2v2, then a 1v1 battle for the crown. Now, for the ones that wasn't here last week, just to let y'all know, the prize pool has increased. Not only will the waiver win a prize package from a BOB not to be named yet, but there's going to be cash on the line. Last week, it was 100 Cash App. This week, the prize pool went up to 150 cash money sent to the winner of the Rookie of the Year tournament. And this tournament, I mean, it's at the end of the month. It's almost time. Yak, I know you lurking. K-Dub, I know you lurking. Cleo, I know you brushing. Now, the rookie that wins this season, you better turn that brushing up into overtime because it's about to be battle time for the rookie of the year. Once the polls open up, once we get the rookie decided, we're going to run down the line and we're going to let y'all know the lineup. And once we do the award ceremony, I'm going to let y'all know who your opponent is going to be as well. So not only are we going to run down the frames, I'm going to show the rookies and we're going to run the randomizer right here on live. And I'm going to show y'all who your opponent's going to be. So stay tuned for that. Shout out to all the rookies that came out. 150 Munyon on the line. I'm not saying my pattern ready, but my foe ready. And that's how you got to stay ready. Stay ready because who knows how this thing is going to turn out. But y'all definitely going to be on deck and the battle is going to decide everything for the year. Shout out to all the rookies that came out. All right, let's get to the so many ways do-rag giveaway. Now, Wolfpack, hey yo, Wolfpack. All right, we got Trail. We looking for the Fab Five this year. We got Trail locked in. Hey yo, look, Wolfpack. I might need to confiscate some of y'all because if we get another roll, like right, let's just say Trail win this roll. We're gonna have to re-roll. We're gonna have to roll again. Who we got in so far? We got Trail in. He's in the Fab Five. Now we're looking for 4 more waivers. How do you get in? All you got to do is easy. Mr. Dice Roll himself, exclamation SMW. And then we'll lock you in and then we'll roll a dice. Now, if Trail wins this dice roll, we're going to have to run it back and re-roll it again. That's all I'm saying, Wolfpack. I mean, y'all killing me. We already got somebody in Wolfpack in right here, right now. Let's go. Let's get the dice rolls going. Roll a dice. Exclamation SMW. Let's see if we can get y'all in and let's see if we can hit a lick this week without the damn Wolfpack. Sheesh. Six is locked in. All right, 6 is locked in. J Foreign J is locked in. I see you. Motherfucking Jones. Here go them Wolfpack boys. Here go D Nice. Here go the Wolfpack. Surefire Youth. I see you. Let's try to hit a lick. Freddie, I see you. What's good? Slick Rick, that's a lock. Wolfpack is locked the fuck in. Dice ready. Dice on deck. Wolfpack locked in. All right, let's see who could take them off, though. This is what we talking about. I need y'all to hit exclamation SMW. We got to see if we can eliminate somebody from the Wolfpack this week. This is what now it's the house against the Wolfpack. You're no longer going against the house. You're going against the Wolfpack. The Pack House.
Boy, who the fuck is you?
Let's go. Let's lock in. Let's see what we got. All right, we got people rolling in. We got people rolling in. Let's go. Let's go. Exclamation SMW. You want to get involved, potentially hit a lick. Let's try to beat the Wolfpack. This is what we're doing. Just stay out of the way. That's it. Unless your name J Foreign. Hey, look, it's literally the field against the Pack House. You're no longer going against the house. It's the field versus the Pack House. They always the ones that hit licks. That's all I'm saying. They got the hot hand with the dice. We're gonna see though. Manat got the win. I got a package from Manat coming out. Marv, I see you. I still got the details. Manat, I got the details. I got you. We're going to roll these things out in a second. We're going to see what's good, and then we're going to talk football, and we're going to get up out of here. Oh, yeah, we're definitely talking some East versus West. Texas, you're up. I'm seeing Texas Forest pull up. We're going live with that. Florida boy, what's good? I see you, famo. All right, I think we got the last one. And all right, we're gonna roll a dice right here, right now. Let's roll a dice. Let's get right here. Dice loaded. Let's get ready to roll this thing. All right, let's roll it. Let's see what we got, chat. Let's see. Let's roll this thing out. Let's roll it. Let's see what we got. Freddie is wavy. Here we go. Yet again. Freddie is wavy. The Pack House wins. That's a win for the Pack House. Because what we looking at it so far, shout out to Freddie. GG, Freddie. What we looking at right now, we got 2 waivers in out the Fab 5. They fresh out the Pack House. They wolf packed up. Shout out to Freddie is wavy. You're locked in for the final 5 of the rest of the year. They didn't. They locked in. Shout out to Freddie. He's going to the Fab 5. We got Trell. We got Freddie. We looking for 3 more waivers in the next 3 weeks on the last weekend of the year. We're going to roll a dice and we're going to see what's good. Oh, there, here she go. Here she go, chat. She is here.
Big retro cake. Okay? Oil's on lock. Butter's on lock. I got it in the back right now.
Grand Champ, what's good?
Nobody hold me down like Nova Naturals.
What's good, Nova? The CEO just stepped in the room. And not to mention, we talking about the Grand Champ of Wave of Thrones 8. And for the ones that didn't see it, when you watch it on the playback, we had to throw the flowers in the chat. We had to bless up and show love to the Grand Champs. Now, we saw what happened in ML Dub. 3-0 WTBD over the affiliates. Now, I don't know what this is about. I hear there's some history behind this. I want to get into it. I hear there's some history behind this emoji right here. And I don't want to talk about it. We possibly could talk about it on Around the Crown tomorrow. And then we'll see what's going on. But shout out to WTBD for the big win. And I seen MRJ on the page. Smirks up. Smirks up. This is what they saying. Smirks up. Shout out to WTBD on the big win. Now, affiliates, the clock is still on. There's still playoff at stake. Y'all looking like y'all got the last seed locked in, but looking at Imperial, looking at Supreme, they look like they in the hunt right now. Looking at where y'all sitting at. So it's not safe. It's not safe just yet for the playoffs. That's not a lock. Affiliates, I need y'all to lock in. It would be a crying shame in this wavy world if we pull up and see a year that the affiliates does not make the playoffs in ML Dub. That's just unheard of. That's just unheard of, chat. I don't know what we looking at. We got to double check that, but we definitely going to watch that. All right, now we on East versus West. We looking for Texas. I got Texas things pulling up. I got 4 ways. Again, we're going to do the states like how we do the other states. I'm going to pull up. We're going to go live. Y'all going to rock the vote. We're going to crown the winners, move them through the bracket, and then we're going to roll up out of here. Because once we get done with Texas, the biggest state in this group, we're going to go to VA with Marvin Anderson Jr., Matt V, Demo. They're locked in for Virginia. We got D-Graph locked in for Utah, and then we're going to play bracket style. We're going live with the bracket. We're going to get that done fast. Because once we get groups done, we're going to get the bracket matches done. That's going to roll out. That's going to be done, and we're going to crown the best battle waiver in the game. And I already know for the ones that got their favorites, for the ones that got their parlay locked in, they like the winner of Wave of Thrones 8 to take this whole thing. However, we got house assignments all up and down this bracket. Kings and queens on one. They may collide yet again, and we might see a different outcome. I don't know, chat. We got to double check on that. So y'all stay tuned. Battles will be live ASAP. All right, so tomorrow we had a week off. We're going to pull up. We're going to lock in, talk to the panel. We're going to talk to the Wave of Thrones 8 champ, Cito Corleone. We're going to talk about Shark Week. We're going to talk about the title that she's about to run with and break another record on the line. We're going to talk the Brett the Hitman. We're going to talk about that release. We're going to talk about December 13th. The wait is over. We got N2. If N2's not going to be busy, N2's going to pull up with us. And we're going to talk about Thanksgiving and whether or not the Mac was hitting. That's what I need to find out from N2. We're going to see what's going on. And Drip Damone Jr., fresh off of vacay fresh off the engagement party, fresh off the vacay, fresh off of Hawaii, feet in the sand. We gonna talk to the one and only Drip Damone Jr. Of course, Around the Crown, you know how we like to do. We like to talk topics. My people on Reddit, I see you. Flying in questions, I got you. We got answers. Tune in tomorrow, 10 o'clock, Around the Crown. After you're done watching your football. Faustina, what's good? I see you. After you're done watching your football, pull up, 10 o'clock, Around the Crown, and come and kick it with us and talk to the panel. Come kick it with chat as well. And speaking of which, we got some more guests pulling up. We got some guests potentially a AG sighting. We got potentially a Shell, a.k.a. Wavy Ramel, might make an appearance. We might even have a member from the cartel pull up and sit on a hot seat. I'm not going to let y'all know which one. I got a few ideas, but I can't put that out just yet. That's not all green light, but we got some good guests pulling up for the Torino hot seat. Y'all stay tuned. I even heard Steven Reeves. He said, I got to spin the block. I got some things to say. The last Torino hot seat didn't go the way I kind of liked it or planned, so I think I need to spin the block. So stay tuned. All right, let's talk football before we get up out of here. We got the scheduling going down. Scheduling going down as follows. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock, we got Saints, them damn Saints, versus the Giants. Not believing that, but that's going to be a good one. We got the Jaguars versus the Titans. We got the Panthers versus them damn Eagles. That's a free win right there. And if the Eagles lose, I'm trolling. That's all I'm going to say. We got Seahawks and the Cardinals. That's going to be a good one. Bills versus Rams. We got the Chargers versus the Chiefs. They still going on a run. We got Bears versus the Niners. We got the Raiders versus them Buccaneers. Falcons versus Vikings. Jets versus Dolphins. And the Browns versus the Steelers. That's going to be a good match because, of course, we got Monday night. We got my Cowboys facing the Cincinnati Bengals. I think that's a dub, chat. Backups included. We on a win streak. We got a good win streak going, and like people said, we in the hunt. The Dallas Cowboys is in the hunt, and this is talking. We got a backup out here, and we still in the hunt. What y'all going to say now, chat? And check this out. We get the dub. All I want to see is GG's, right? Now, if we lose, I know y'all going to troll. I know y'all going to let me have it in the chat. I'm ready. I'm good. We got Trail. We got motherfucking Jones. We grown men. We can handle that. But if we get the dub, I need to see some GGs in the chat. Y'all not going to be disrespecting us. Hey, Trail, Jones, the Brian, we ain't going to let these motherfuckers disrespect us, bro. We winning, and we in the hunt with our backup. That's all I'm going to say. Let's start there. We in the hunt for the playoffs. We got our backup attached, and the playoffs still loading. So, like, y'all going to show us some motherfucking respect. We got Micah back. We in rare form. I think y'all need to show us some respect. Y'all want to get a high draft pick? I do too, but check this out. Micah's back. And when the captain say, hey, look, we got to play like Dax out there. That's what we got to do. We got to listen to the captain. He's racking them up. He's still moving them stats. You know we going to the Pro Bowl. He said, bro, long as I'm out here, we got a chance to win. I get the defense. I get y'all rocking. We going to get the offense off the field. Y'all make it happen. I'm starting to see our backup warm up. He's starting to heat up. He's starting to throw some touchdowns. I like the experience, chat. I like what we looking at. And with that said, we're going to see and find out tomorrow. Shout out to everybody that came through tonight. Again, tomorrow, Around the Crown. Later on this week, we got some battles. East versus West. We talking Texas. And again, hit the like. All you got to do is leave out the chat. Hit the X on the chat. Go hit the like, and you could jump right back in the chat. And we can still talk wavy activity like we always do. So again, tomorrow, 10 o'clock, we're going to have Around the Crown discussing topics with the panel. I see y'all tomorrow. Y'all keep that brush moving.
Big Cito Coley Young. she stand alone. He ain't gotta ride with nobody. Ain't nobody gotta be on her back. She got her own goons. You talk about Game of Thrones, she got her own kingdom. Big retro cake, okay? Oil's on lock, butter's on lock. I got it in the back right now. Can't nobody hold me down like Nova Naturals.
If the Mac ain't hitting, cancel Thanksgiving.